With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Hardaway is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Here's Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. No good on the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander against Hardaway. Harris outside. To the inside. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist from Tobias Harris.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Schroeder. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008, and with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Holmgren. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
Free throw drops for Holmgren.
What I like about Holmgren, he's a lot more physical than his frame would indicate.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Schroeder. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped a game in this series last year.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Kay Cunningham's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1.
quite a roll he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Cunningham against Dort. Cunningham passes to Thompson. From 11 feet away. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Now let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mark Dagnall. David?
We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. Pistons trail by 7. Schroeder outside. Cunningham outside. Schroeder setting the pick for Cunningham. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Holmgren. And the basket by Harris.
He has become a pure shooter. And from mid-range, Harris is deadly.
Dort finds Wallace. Back to Dort. It's stolen by Cunningham. Now Detroit moving it up. 1:44 left in the first quarter. From 8. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And good that time.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now here's Duren. Scoreless thus far. And he gets it to go.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Holmgren against Harris. It's Williams, high post. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now here is Harris. They trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Duren.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Bounce pass Wallace. Here's Hartenstein. That shot misses. Great defense that time from Duren. Thompson against Williams. Schroeder surveying the floor. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Hartenstein with the screen on Harris. Pass to Wallace from past the arc. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Thunder out in front, up by 3. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Wiggins is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams, a screen on Cunningham. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Cunningham drives in. Shoots over Caruso. Cunningham's shot is off. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader. Well, when he's able to find a shot he likes, Caruso can be pretty effective from range.
Back to Cunningham. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck. We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Cunningham.
Well, the pressure on Cunningham when he came into the league was immense. He's gone through adversity, but he's never stopped working to improve.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Now here's Caruso. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Now here's Beasley. Pass to Holland. Cunningham outside. Again the miss by the Pistons. Dort against Beasley. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Hartenstein passes to Dort. 5 on the clock. Beasley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Cunningham. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Nifty move. Thunder with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
And Beasley has the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 6, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, they just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
Caruso. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. Taking a look at Detroit. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
And right now for the Pistons, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Thompson. Back to Schroeder. And he banks in the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Wallace, the pass to Holmgren. And here is Williams. He's covered by Thompson. Williams against Thompson. Deflects the pass. Harris outside. Crosses over, and it's denied. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Hardaway is screen on Williams. Detroit, no good that time either. The Thunder leading by 8. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Wallace dishes to Holmgren. Dort kicks to Wallace. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Clock at 6. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Harris finds Schroeder. Now Hardaway shoots over Dort, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Oklahoma City holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings. Well, guys, any thoughts on where these teams are heading?
A few will rise, a few will fall, and some, like my own career, remain strong and controlled and dominant.
Do you see yourself in every stat? It seems like we can't even revolve anything without you in it.
Yeah, glad you understand the gravity of the situation, Jet. I'm pulling you in. You're not getting away. Deploying energy beams. Zoom, zoom.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Thunder.
The offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
You know, that being said, Shaq, you can't get complacent. Got to keep stepping on that gas pedal.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 8-point game. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. Now here is Hardaway. Still yet to score. Hardaway against Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Into the lane. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams finds Hartenstein. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Hartenstein's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Thunder. Thompson with it. Pass to Harris. Thompson against Williams. Duren sets the screen for Thompson. And Duren slams it in.
Well, you've got to like the instincts there from Thompson to find his teammate off the pick and roll.
And you look at Ausar Thompson, coach, already imposing at the defensive end of the floor.
He certainly is, Kevin. And that's what they got him to do. But it's the offensive end where he has to make strides, especially in his three-point shooting. It's problematic for a perimeter player who struggles to get the ball in the basket.
And that mid-range jumper, Harris's go-to shot before he developed the consistency from range.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's now take this time to run down the rookies with the highest rate of steals in the season's second half. Well, you look at Wallace, such quick hands, second in the NBA. And, of course, Ausar Thompson.
And they've turned the pressure up a notch since the halfway point. I think the confidence has grown, and they're taking some gambles, and it's paying off.
Here is Harris. 8 points for him. Schroeder outside. Dort against Hardaway. Down low. Here's Thompson. Tries again. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Thompson. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. He's looking. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. The Thunder leading by 7. Hartenstein with the screen on Schroeder. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Open jump shot off the mark. The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Schroeder passes to Harris. On the wing, Hardaway. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Hardaway kicks to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Thunder with the rebound. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Schroeder passes to Duren. Dort against Hardaway. Shoots over Dort. Hardaway, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Detroit with the ball. following the score by Oklahoma City. Duran with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Schroeder. Pass to Hardaway. Shoots over Dort. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
On a dime. Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Duran. Holland comes in for Asar Thompson. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Cunningham in for Dennis Schroeder. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here's Cunningham. Harris outside. Beasley with the screen on Wallace. Here's Harris. Buries the 20-footer. Harris has got 10.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Wallace against Beasley. Wallace with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Inside. With one on the clock. And no good. And so it's Oklahoma City. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wallace in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Cunningham after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Well, look, offensively, you want to put Stewart in the pick and roll. He's just so versatile.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here's Cunningham. Hands it from downtown.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect Cunningham to take those. He's not shy at the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Wallace outside. To the paint. He's looking for Caruso and finds him. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Thunder lead by 14.
Well, with his wingspan, Alex Caruso is better than your average guard down low.
Wiggins against Stewart. Beasley for three. Wiggins with the rebound. The Thunder have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. It's good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pistons trail by 16. Pass to Reed. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Reed.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Here we go, one-on-one. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
This rookie, Thompson, is special. A talented guard who does a little bit of everything.
He's off on the first.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Asar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
Good on the second free throw. And so here is Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren with it. Here's Dort. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Trailing by 13. Duren with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein against Duren. Just 5 on the clock. Harris. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Holmgren. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
And Harris drops them both.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Schroeder against Gilgeous-Alexander. With the floater. Rebound, Detroit. And here's Thompson. Outside Hardaway. Schroeder kicks to Thompson. Duren the pass to Harris. Over Holmgren. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Harris has got it back down to within single digits for Detroit. The Thunder have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. It's deflected.
Well, I want to see more of this from Durham. Nice effort using his size to make an impact defensively.
Thompson misses. The Thunder leading by 9. It's to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick-and-roll sets.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thompson. There's the lob to Duren. A shot off that time.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Hartenstein with the screen on Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Thunder.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.